Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will look at expanding brackets using the distributive law. So what does the distributive law actually say? Well, let's illustrate this with this rectangle here. So the area of this rectangle, it's got width of A, its length is B plus C, B plus C. So the area of this rectangle is just width and length multiplied together. But of course the area of the big rectangle is the same as this one plus this one. So this first smaller rectangle has an area of A times B. Remember, in algebra we don't usually write the times, so AB means A times B. And similarly, this smaller rectangle would have an area of A times C. So the area of the big rectangle is just the area of the two small rectangles added up. And that's exactly what the distributive law says. It says A outside of B plus C equals AB plus AC. It's called the distributive law because you take what is outside the brackets and you distribute it to everything inside the brackets. Once again, if no operation is written, it is times. So we've distributed the A to the B, the A to the C. So let's look at expanding brackets. So expanding brackets is the process of using the distributive law. So if you're asked to expand these brackets, it means that we write an equivalent expression to this without any brackets in our answer, just like we did up here. So we use the distributive law. We distribute the 3 to the x, so 3 times x. And then it's 3 times positive 4, which is positive 12, and we're done. Now let's look at the next one. So 5 is outside the brackets. We distribute the 5 to the 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times negative x is negative 5x. Just make sure you remember, positive times a negative gives a negative. This one we will do the same way. 7 times 3x. 7 times 3 is 21. Then we add the x. And then 7 times negative 5, not 7 times positive 5, gives us 35. Here we've got one with multiple variables and multiple terms in the brackets, but we're not going to do it any other way. We distribute the A to the first term, so A times 2B is 2AB. Now we multiply A by positive 7C, and then we multiply A by positive D. The last two are actually what we call quadratics, because when you expand them, you get an x squared term. So you have to remember this rule when expanding ones like this. People always get these mixed up. 2x is actually x plus x, and x times x gives you x squared. What does this have to do with the question? Well, we're timesing x by x, so it's not 2x, it's actually x squared. And then x times negative 4 is just negative 4x. Similarly for the last one, 2x times 5, well 2 times 5 is 10, and then write the x. Now we've got 2x times negative 3x. Well, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. X times x is not 2x, it's x squared, and we're done. All right, let's now look at a couple of questions where we have to expand multiple brackets. So in these questions, we're asked to expand and simplify. So we'll first expand the brackets in each question, then simplify our answer. Now, I included this first question because a lot of people mess this up. They think we go 12 plus 5 is 17 and then times it by x. You don't do it that way. Reason is we still have to respect the order of operations. Remember, no operation in algebra means times. This is 5 times x minus 2. So we actually have to do this first and then add 12. So when we're expanding, we go 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. We're leaving the 12 alone for now because we have to do multiplication first. So now that we've expanded, we have an expression where there are like terms. So we collect like terms. 12 minus 10 is just positive 2, and the 5x is left alone. It doesn't have any like terms. 2 plus 5x is our final answer. So let's look at this example here. So let's expand the first bracket. 4 times 2x, 4 times negative 3. Now we're going to expand this second set of brackets. So this is actually not a 5 out the front, it's our -5. So we go -5 times 7, which is -35. And then -5 times -2, two negatives multiplied together give a plus. So now we have an expression that has 4 terms. We look for the like terms. 8x and positive 10x are like terms. 8x plus 10x is 18x. Of course, -12 and -35 are like terms. -12 subtract 35, it gives you -47. We can't simplify this any further and we're done. All right, let's look at one involving quadratics here. So we'll expand the first bracket. Remember, x times x is not 2x, it's x squared. Now we go x times -5, distribute the x to the -5, you just get -5x. Now let's expand the second bracket. So distribute 6 to the x, 6 times x, and then 6 times -5. Positive times a negative is a negative. So we have 4 terms here, and we have 2 like terms. This is not a 5x, it's a -5x. -5 plus 6 is 1, so we're just left with x squared plus x, or 1x, minus 30. Remember, x squared and x are not like terms. This has 2 x's, this only has 1. I can't simplify this any further because there are no like terms. So I'm done. Alright, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.